What if the emotions you try to escape are actually the raw material for your power? I used to think that healing meant getting rid of the dark feelings until I learned that you can turn them into something else entirely. Welcome to the Transmutation Body. I'm Bloom, and this series is about something I've been studying at great length and wanting to talk about: true energy alchemy. We live in a world where emotions, energies, and thoughts constantly move around us. Some of it we generate ourselves, much of it comes from others. And for highly sensitive, empathetic, or spiritually attuned people, that can feel overwhelming. The goal of this series is simple: to teach you how to receive energy, process it, and transform it into something usable and empowering without absorbing it as trauma, heaviness, or self-doubt. This is not shielding. This is not blocking. This is transmutation, taking raw, heavy, or even negative energy and turning it into clarity, presence, confidence, creative power. Across this series, we'll explore the anatomy of emotional energy, how the body and nervous system metabolize it, and how you can work with tools like oils, crystals, herbs, and ritual to support this process. By the end, you will understand how to move through dense emotional environments, personal, professional, or relational, without losing your sense of self, and in fact, leaving stronger and more radiant than before. Let's get started. In this episode, we're going to clarify what transmutation magic actually is, because there's a lot of confusion out there. Most people think energy work is about blocking negativity, bouncing it away, or sending it back to the sender. That's not alchemy. That's reactive energy work, and it only gets you so far. Transmutation is active. It's metabolic. It's the process of taking energy that has entered your field and breaking it down, recoding it into a form you can actually use. Think of it like chemistry. You're not throwing a toxic compound away. You're catalyzing a reaction that turns into something useful. In magical terms, negative energy becomes fuel, pressure becomes momentum, and heaviness becomes clarity. Let's break this down with 3 common approaches to energy work. Shielding or blocking. This is a wall. You keep energy out. It can be effective for short-term protection, but it doesn't deal with the energy that already touched you. It often leaves you in a defensive posture, safe but stagnant. These barriers do have their place and time. Sending energy back or banishing. Here, the energy is pushed away, often with the idea of returning it to the sender. This can create karmic feedback loops, resentment, or misalignment. The energy still exists, it's just displaced. Transmutation. This is alchemy. The energy enters, and instead of being rejected, you actively change its form. Heavy, dense, or negative energy is broken down and recoded as clarity, focus, confidence, creative vitality. The key difference: you're not rejecting energy, you're processing it as a resource. It becomes power for you, not a burden to carry. Even modern neuroscience agrees Emotional energy is a form of physiological charge. If it's not metabolized, it can manifest as anxiety, fatigue, or emotional reactivity. Transmutation magic is about intentionally guiding that process. When you practice transmutation, you'll notice a difference immediately. The energy might feel heavy at first, but instead of resisting it, you anchor yourself and allow it to move through your system. Signs it's working. Your chest or solar plexus feels warm, like energy is moving. You feel lighter, even if the source hasn't changed. You have clarity, focus, or subtle motivation instead of reactive emotion. This is very different from shielding, where you might feel safe but stagnant, or from bouncing energy away, which often leaves lingering emotional residue. We'll be using tools like oils, crystals, and herbs to support this process. For example, smoky quartz breaks down dense energy. Citrine recodes energy into usable vitality. Clear quartz amplifies the transformation. The oils we'll discuss are formulated to do exactly the same thing. Receive energy, process it, return it to your system in a form that is powerful, usable, and aligned with your will. In the next episode, we'll explore the body itself, the solar plexus, and the nervous system, how we physically metabolize energy. So today, we've talked about the distinction between shielding, banishing, and transmutation. We've seen that transmutation is active, intentional, and transformational. I encourage you to notice the energy you encounter throughout the day. Where do you carry it? Where does it stagnate? And where could it be transformed into something useful? In the next episode, we go inside the body to see how this alchemy happens, because understanding the mechanism is key to mastering it.